So old Jim Clyburn out of South Carolina, you remember him? He's the one that the brother Jameion Fowler ran up on the first time to ask him about reparations, and he wanted to run off. Well, old Jim Clyburn had a fish fry, and all of the Democratic candidates were there. Now, that great reparations collector, Jameion Fowler, he decided to take out his camera and become part of the black media, which all of you should be a part of it. If you have a camera phone and an internet connection, you could join. You could run up on politicians, ask them questions about issues that's going on in the community, such as reparations. So Mr. Fowler decides to run up on Senator Elizabeth Warren. Let's go ahead and let you see exactly that exchange, because Elizabeth Warren is going to expose herself.
Senator Warren, what about reparations? Senator Warren, what about reparations?
I've been in from the beginning.
Okay.
Senator Warren, how do you
gonna cut a check? Senator Warren, you gonna cut a check? Senator Warren. Senator Warren. Senator Warren. Senator Warren. Senator Warren. Senator Warren, are you gonna cut a check? Senator Warren, are you gonna cut a check?
1, 2, 3.
Senator Warren, are you gonna cut a check? Senator Warren, are you gonna cut a check?
So Senator Warren, you say a check for what? That's kind of insulting. You see, you're saying you were there from the beginning. I know you meaning talking about HR 40. You support that. Most all the Democrats support HR 40. It's just a commission to study it. It's not anything about paying reparations to the descendants of slaves. No, you don't want to do that, but you'll study it all day long. You'll study it 10, 20, and 30 years just to kick the can down the road and just to pacify black people to vote for you. But see, Elizabeth Warren, you see, you don't have a problem paying checks. You really don't. Let me put up this screenshot here. Elizabeth Warren, she wants to pay same-sex couples money that's owed to them from tax returns at the tune of $57 million. Notice the wording, owed. So you can pay them money that's owed to them, but you don't want to pay black people. They went through slavery. They went through Jim Crow. They went through the black codes, convict leasing, all the gross experiments that's been done to black people, the Tuskegee experiment, all things that we can keep mentioning what black people need to be compensated for. And you say a check for what? Now do you see the great thing about you brothers and sisters that's pressing them is that you're getting them not in their controlled environments, or you're making them run away from you. I mean, that's sad that you can't deal with being questioned. You're running away. You want to be president of the United States. You can't run away from those problems that the president deals with, right? You mean to tell me Trump is better than you guys? He don't run away from things when people ask him things. He say whatever. He don't care, whether you like it or not. But y'all running away. Bernie Sanders was another one, ran away. You're scared to deal with that question. But see, we know how you feel. And we need to let people know when this happened in real time that Elizabeth Warren is not the person that we need to be voting for. No. Now, the funny part is, and what I was kind of like, what? The sister was there. She heard everything that was being said, and she's trying to act like Elizabeth Warren and ignore it, want a picture with her and everything. But I'm glad that brother was persistent. And then I seen a couple of those folks online say, why he kept questioning her over and over and over. Like, she heard him the first time. Well, look, when you see them question the president or any type of senator or whatever, what do? They all screaming their questions. They're repeating it over and over and over in hopes that they answer their question. So he used a common media tactic. So don't act like he's just so horrible in what he done. He did the right thing. He got an answer out of her that we all can share with you guys today. So shout out to that brother, Jameion Fowler, for pressing Elizabeth Warren and also pressing James Clyburn. Clyburn needs to go. I've been saying that a long time ago. Clyburn needs to go. I don't know why y'all keep voting him back in. At the last time he got voted in at 70%. Now you brothers and sisters in South Carolina want to run? I mean, come on, let Clyburn go home with his grandkids. It's time. They holding on to these seats. Don't let no new ideas come in. That's why the country is like it is. Y'all don't realize that when you don't bring in no new ideas, it makes your country get stale. I mean, you don't have no progression at all. That's our biggest problem that we have in politics. The biggest problem out there. Elizabeth Warren does not have the black community's interests at heart, because she would have answered that question a lot better than that instead of with her little contempt. A check for what? Really, Elizabeth? A check for what? It lets you know her contempt for black people rectifying the past. They don't want to rectify the past. See, these Democrats, I'm telling y'all right now, you think black people playing with you guys? Donald Trump is going to win again. Keep on. I'm telling y'all, you think that you can keep playing these games with the black voters and pissing us off and saying, "I'll go on somewhere." And when you clearly have a policy that you want to put in law for them to get what's owed to the same sex couples, but you don't want black people to get what's owed to them. And look at the tune of 57 million is what she wants them to receive. But black people, you don't want us to do nothing but have a study. You keep on sinking your own campaigns, because we're going to be right there to let the community know exactly how you feel. Because from what I've seen so far, the only one that I've heard talk about reparations and actually a number, as I stated before, was Marianne Williamson. We interviewed her on this show and I asked her point blank about that. And she didn't double talk. She didn't tell me a check for what. She didn't run off and try to sidestep the question. She answered it. If you guys go back and listen to the interview that I've done with Marianne Williamson. Other than that, the rest of them, they hiding. They saying that I'm not only going to do nothing for black people. You know, Bernie Sanders say no to reparations, but it's okay for his people to get it though. And we have talked about that many times before. So black Americans, be engaged in this political process. If we have to sit it out, we sit it out. But we're not playing with this Democrat Party anymore. I'm not going to sit up here and give one group some money and then say, to hell with y'all, we just give y'all a commission. Where's that commission for them? Why you didn't say we need a commission to study that we need to give them those tax payments? No commission for that, huh? You automatically have a law and give them the money. That's what you want to do. But black folks, we need a commission. You see how these people are? But yeah, we supposed to go run out and vote for you? For what? Oh, well, Trump, he did like, hey, we don't have no loyalty to be calling in when it comes to Trump or the Republicans. Black folks have voted for Democrats for 50 years. And look how y'all treat us. Now y'all saying, forget black folks. We're trying to get those angry Trump voters, the ones that's pissed off at him. We're trying to get them. And that strategy is not going to work either. Because the reason why Trump voters vote for Trump is because they don't like your policies. They may be mad at him, but they don't like your policies. And you would have to relax a whole lot of policies that you push for them to even vote for you. They may sit it out. They don't want to vote for you. They'll vote for you in the first place and Hillary would have won, right? The thing is, we love seeing these people expose themselves. Mayor Pete, he exposed himself just the other day when he said that I'm not looking for your vote. Now you have Elizabeth Warren saying a check for what? Boy, we love the news. The news is awesome and the news is great. But once again, before I wrap this up, I want to encourage every last one of you who have a smartphone, get involved. Those politicians will be coming to your city and your state. Get close enough and do like brother Jameion Fowler is doing. Run up on them with that camera rolling and ask them about reparations. Ask them, what are you going to do about it? Oh, I support a study. I say, well, if you see Elizabeth Warren again, you say, hey, you didn't want to study, you want to pay same-sex couples. There's no study for that. You want a law. Why is it black people money need to be studied? This is what's owed to black people for the labor and for the terrorism that you have put us through in this country. If 9/11 victims got money, America didn't cause that. That was terrorists that caused that, right? And America's taxpayers had to pay that. You don't hear them saying that, well, I had nothing to do with it, but yet they paid 9/11 victims. So surely the victims of the greatest evil of all time, chattel slavery in America, you need to pay for that. We got to call them out, brothers and sisters. every chance we get. Because, see, they don't like being called out. See, CNN, MSNBC is not going to call them out. They're not. They're only going to go so far with them. Trust me. Because at the end of the day, they all on the same team. We all in this together, brothers and sisters, so we all part of the media now. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this particular story with Elizabeth Warren, but she exposed herself. 2 candidates in 2 days exposed themselves. It is a great time to live in.